Hey everybody, welcome to the FOC video. Today's FOC video will cover July 19th for IDW and Scout books, July 12th for all Marvel books, and July 5th for Image, DC, Boom, and Dynamite books. So let's jump right into it. All right, so we'll start off on the far end of the spectrum. We'll start off on, sorry, on the 19th. Some books to look out for, noteworthy-wise, on the 19th from IDW or from Scout is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got a Last Ronin Lost Day special. It's a one-shot. Definitely have to check this one out here. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. A special one-shot set in the Ronin verse after the last Ronin defeated Oroku Hiratu, master of the Foot Clan. New York City was set free for the first time in more than a decade. Along with the newfound freedom comes a dangerous power vacuum waiting to be filled, and without a common enemy in the Foot Clan, various factions are vying to take control. Longtime resistant leader April O'Neil finds herself and her loved ones, including 4 small mutant turtles that she and her daughter Casey Marie Jones are raising and training together, once again caught up in the battle for the soul of the city. When April takes the mutant young turtles on a supply run into the city, they become lost and must find their way back to the sewer. So this is a one-shot that kind of does take place in that spin-off series from The Last Ronin. These have all been pretty good so far. And this will be standard size and not oversized like the Last Ronin series. So that is good to know as well, too. Don't have too many covers there so far. We got cover C there. Looks kind of nice. You got 1 in 100. You got a black and white 1 in 50. And then you got a cover B from Eastman, and then you got a 1 in 25 as well, too. So that's interesting to see about that as well, too. What else is that for? Let's see here. That is pretty much it mean-wise for the kind of keys and that stuff to buy for that. But let's just go through the list and see what's here. So again, we're looking for IDW and Scout books here. To looking a little fast here. Yeah, IDW has the Turtles one. Then they also have the issue 5 of the Turtles and Usagi Yojimbo. So got some cool covers for that as well there too. What else we got here? You got this was a good one. A lot of people probably would want to see this one here too. We covered it in the show this week. We got the second issue of the Turtles versus Street Fighter. Brought to you from IDW and Capcom, an event series teaming up 2 of the greatest martial art groups in all of pop culture. The World Fighting Festival is serving up a heaping helpings of disappointment for both the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Street Fighters. After a devastating loss on a technicality, no less, a raging Raphael challenges Guile to an unsanctioned rematch in the streets of Atlantic City. Oh, I thought it was Vegas. Doesn't he know Guile is an actual Street Fighter? As the Turtles and Street Fighters clash, wills and skills are off the tournament floor. Enemies in the shows conspire against them both. So that's looking pretty cool. Again, you got a ton of cool covers here for it as well too. This one here looks like it's the codes how to fight. That's kind of neat. So definitely looking forward to that one as well. What else is going on? From IDW, we got Earth Divers number 9. Nothing much from Scout as well. IDW has Star Trek Day of Blood number 1. IDW has TNT, The Best of Kari number 1. Those are always pretty good collections. From Scout, we have Miracle Kingdom number 3. And that's it for those guys. So now we will jump over to July 12th, which is all the Marvel books. So we will see what's coming up for the Marvel books here. Marvel books here, noteworthy are Moon Knight number 25, which is the first appearance of Layla El Faroe, later becomes the third Scarlet Scarab. Miles Morales number 18 looks like it is going to be a key issue, has some pretty cool covers there. And I believe that's probably it for them. Oh, we got a one-shot after the Carnage Reigns events here called Web of Carnage. And then there's also a prequel to the classic Days of Future Past story coming up with called Days of Future Past Doomsday. And also too, there'll be the Fallen Friend, which is the story that follows up the death of Ms. Marvel there from the Spider-Man stories, and a What If Dark Loki series, number 1. So let's jump right in and see what we got here. So again, from the 12th, it's all the Marvel books. We got ASM 29. Again, here's that Moon Knight 25 that we were talking about here. Says here, Moon Knight's past and present collide, leading into this first event series. The past comes back to bedevil Moon Knight as he pursues his latest enemy, someone once familiar and new. From grim New York nights to the blazing sun of the Alexandria days, Moon Knight hunts for answers among the graves at Hart Island while hunted by the last mission of the Karnak Cowboys. Mercenary crew counting among 6 members, Mark Spector, Jean-Paul Duchamp, Robert Plesko, and Layla El Faroe. And that's that lady we just mentioned there. She is going to become the third Scarlet Scarab. So if you're a Moon Knight fan, that's a key. So you got Immortal X-Men, you got X-Men X-Force, you got the Star Wars Darth Vader series. Again, we got this Miles series here. Both the covers here, this one and this one, the Hellfire Gala one, is ones that they were kind of saying is a key. You got Miles battles the Hobgoblin. Spider-Man, aka Miles Morales, has a target on the spider symbol back. The most dangerous spider villains in the New York City keep coming at him and hard. First Rabble, then Cletus Cassidy, and now the Hobgoblin is back and more dangerous than ever. There you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, new Scarlet Witch. Let's see here. You got some new Star Wars Bounty Hunters, Rogue and Gambit 5, Red Goblin 6, issue 2 of Loki. That was kind of enjoyable. We covered that this week. Issue 1 of Fallen Friend, The Death of Ms. Marvel. So the heart of the Marvel Universe has stopped beating. Kamala Khan died a hero's death in Amazing Spider-Man 26, saving our entire universe. Come join the other heroes of the Marvel Universe, the creators of Ms. Marvel, and the comic fans everywhere in honoring and remembering one of Marvel's greatest stars. So you got the regular cover, and then you got a few other ratios and incentives. Nothing too special there. Groot number 3, Iron Man number 5, this Web of Carnage number 1, which again is kind of a one-shot sequel, I believe it said, to the reign of Carnage that's going on right now. Some neat covers there. That looks like a Perillo cover. Could be wrong. Nope, Kendrick Lim. Issue 4 of Planet of the Apes, and that's been enjoyable. Issue 4 of Warlock Rebirth. X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday number 1. This is that one that maybe should be worth checking out, maybe a key. The cataclysm that leads to the X-Men's dystopic future. Return to the Future, Jesus. Return to the Future. In a tale that reveals the events leading up to the timeless original Days of Future Past story that inspired spin-offs, films, and more. That sounds pretty cool. So you got this regular cover. The other covers, nothing too special. You got Rob Liefeld homage variant here. That's a little different. Oh, that's a neat one, the Saturday morning one. I think that's a pretty cool looking cover. Let's check that out. This one here, it looks like an old Saturday morning ad for the cartoons. That definitely looks like NBC Saturday mornings. That's pretty cool. What else is up for Marvel? That is, oh, Loki, What If? Walter Simonson returns to his illustrator run on Thor, but this time Loki's in charge. A tale of once Asgard's worst days and once Loki's best. This is probably one of the best runs on Thor when Walter Simonson did it. Very classic. Neat to see him doing a What If Dark story with Loki. That'd be kind of interesting to see. The Gabriel Dotto cover is kind of cool. All right, on to the next one. And that most likely is it for Marvel. Correct. All right, so now it is July 5th, and here is Image DC, Boom, and Dynamite. Some keys here that we want to find is we got in Steelworks #2, we got the first full appearance of the Silver Mist. You got the Night Terror stuff starting up, so we got some appearances starting in there. Lots of that Night Terror stuff. You got in Captain America Symbol of Truth #750. You got the origin of Sam Wilson's new shield. Nope, not that. I can't. Oh, you don't have Marvel on these ones. I forgot. Sorry. And Savage Dragon, you got a new story arc beginning there too. So that's kind of cool. So let us check us out. Let's see here. So start off your Image. You got Spawn 343. In DC, you got The Adventures of John Kent, Superman #5. That's been an okay series so far. I've kind of liked it. Image, you got Monstrous 45. Not familiar with it too much. From Boom, you got Grimm #11. You got the Night Terrors #1. This is that new series. Again, it's kind of be a huge crossover event going through all summer. Night Terrors First Blood. Yeah, that's some of that stuff here. In this one here, this Night Terrors First Blood one, we have when Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman find the body of one of the earliest enemies inside the Hall of Justice, their investigation takes them past the land of the living, beyond the land of the dead, and directly to a new villain called Insomnia. Oh, so right away they even announced the new villain showing up in here. So that is her first appearance in there. So looks like there's going to be a blank one. That's kind of cool. I'm definitely going to get that blank one. I try to get blank ones as much as possible because of all my artist friends. From Phantom Road #5, Peacemaker #3, Poison Ivy #1, and again from the Night Terrors one. Just check in here if that's one of the ones that has a new person showing up in there. I think it might be. It does not. Joker Night Terrors. Boom, Once Upon the End of the Time of World. That's been a great series. I've been loving that. Steelworks #2, new villain showing up in here called Silver Mist. Image is Black Cloak #6, Love Underlasting. Milestone, which is basically DC, has Shadows of Dakota static. Dead Lucky, Night Terrors Ravager #1. There is definitely a new person showing up in here. It is called First Appearance of Murder Man and the Slaughter Squadron. So we'll definitely check that out. And I would suggest getting that too, because you never know where some of these new first appearances are going to go afterwards. Don't say anything too crazy for the other covers. Black Adam one, again, Night Terror stuff. All these Black Adams and Batman's and regular Ravager ones or Ravager ones are all just 2-issue limited series. You got Hairball #4. That's been a creepy series. Noctura Nemesis Special #1. Dynamite has the Villains Maleficent one. Of all the villains one, this has been a pretty good series so far. Savage Dragon 266. Like I said, this is the start of a new story and arc with new friends and family in a new city. I've never ever read a Savage Dragon book. Mosley #5. Blood Tree #6. Swan Song #1. We'll definitely check this out because it's like a new indie book. What is this about? Mini-series premiere. W. Maxwell Prince, so that's the guy that does Ice Cream Man and Ha Ha, continues his weird winning one-shot formula with this all-new multi-artist project that explores the way things end, and also how they never really do. Swan Song comprises stories about endings and the end of the world, the end of a marriage, the end of sentence. Neat. Gonna check that out. Again, much like his Ha Ha and Ice Cream Man stuff, it's going to be one shot each issue, so that's kind of interesting. Surprised that it has not gotten mentioned on any of the future key stuff. Torrent #5. Gargoyles Dark Ages #1. That'll be one to check out. I'm thinking maybe a prequel. Yeah, prequel to the original series. That's pretty cool. So it's when gargoyles and humans lived in harmony. So that'll be interesting. Got a blank cover there as well too. Junkrabbit #4. That's been fun. What else here? Weird Work #1. What is this? Legendary British artist Shaky Kane, Jordan Thomas are your guides through the corrupt, seedy streets of Stellar series in their new miniseries. The hard-boiled noir of an LA Confidential mixes with the bright alien-filled worlds of Futurama and this Cry Bank. Following months of gang shootings, Detective Ovra Sauce is paired with a new partner on a triple homicide. But what were a billion's heir's assistant, a hood-turned-cult leader, and Swazi's former partner doing in that warehouse? That sounds interesting. We will definitely be checking that out. What else we got here? Oh, Betty Veronica, you gotta get those books. Beach Party Forever, it looks like it has some new people in it. Let's see here. Oh, Meet the New Kid Casey. So there's definitely somebody new here. Kicks off summer Babby's Riverdale Beach Party. Oh, this is to celebrate the release of the new Babby movie. Veronica decides to throw an over-the-top beach party where everyone dressed as their favorite Babby doll. The large beach house is turned into a lifelike version of the Babby Beach House, complete with unicorn rides on the beach. So it looks like here it says Meet the New Kid Casey. So I will definitely be getting that because I am a big Archie fan. They got some pretty cool store exclusives here. Make Betty Veronica ones. Neat. Blood Moon Comics will take this one out, the Duchenne Smile. Doctor and researcher Guillaume Duchenne de Boulogne becomes obsessed with smiles. His electrical experiments allow him to clue the truly happy smile that's formed not only by muscles of the mouth, but also those of the eyes. Ooh. Spooky. Oh, look at that Ramos cover is kind of neat. Both those Connolly covers are neat too. That'll go on my list. And I think that's pretty much it, really. Let's see here. I'll go down here. Yep. All right, everybody. Those are your books, your FOC for this week. I hope you liked it. Good, some good books there. That's one of the reasons I like doing the FOC, so you guys can kind of get ahead on that. If you get your FOC done now, then you don't have to worry about trying to chase the stuff later on when it gets hot, some of the stuff. Yeah, and also, it's a good way to let your FOC, which is mine, 204 Comics, where and what to order in that. So, hope to see you guys later on. Peace out.